Here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome. I want you to grab a seat and stay a while. But hey, do me a couple favors first before you get ready. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Then go next door, ring that notification bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button, and before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're of the 770 regulars here, well, welcome back for another round. Ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment, because as we know, YouTube does love those comments. And of course, absolutely share this video out on all social media. Socials for myself down below in the description. Instagram and X are right there, along with a link to that Joker voice merch. Some cool stuff. I'm just saying. Okay, I got a list here for you. So strap in, kids. Winnipeg Pro Wrestling Women's Title. Ring of Honor Women's Interim Television Title. CMLL World Women's Title. Owen Hart Tournament Championship. Rev Pro British Women's Title. Queen of Southside Title. EWA Women's Title. Chaotic Wrestling Women's Title. Primetime Wrestling Women's Title. Body Slam Women's Title. Best Joe Women's Title. And the Discovery Wrestling Scottish Women's Title. These are all the title belts held by the current AEW TBS champion, Mercedes Mone. And while the belt collector gimmick is nothing new, it's been going on for decades, most notably, of course, Ultimo Dragon. This current run of a belt collector feels just egregious, and dare I say, it's almost laughable. So let's get into it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now, to say that Mercedes is a champion by holding all of these belts is ludicrous, in my opinion, because to me, a champion implies that the title you're holding can and should be defended. Because there are titles in here that can't be. One example is the Queen of Southside title, because this came with the Rev Pro British Women's Championship that Mercedes won, as the Southside promotion no longer exists. It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore because it was absorbed by Rev Pro. So should this belt even be considered a legitimate title?
Yeah, not so much.
Now, another piece of her collection is the Owen Hart Championship. Now, again, this is not a title that can be defended. For all intents and purposes, it's a trophy for winning the Owen Hart Classic tournament. And recently, she added this: the Ring of Honor Women's Interim World Television Championship.
I'm so confused.
No, you heard that correctly. An interim championship, as in not the actual championship. And to top it off, it's a television championship for a promotion that is not seen on TV.
That makes no sense.
Now, as far as the rest of her collection, I hear the names of these promotions, and I can't help but think.
I'm sorry, who are you again?
And don't take this the wrong way. This is not a knock on these promotions, because they sign on to this. They sign on To have a name like Mercedes holding one of their titles brings some notoriety, potentially brings more eyeballs to the product, and more tickets sold to their shows. It's a business trade-off. But my question is, how often is Mercedes going to go back to these promotions to defend her plethora of titles? And is she going to be putting talent over? Now, to my knowledge, the only title that she's ever held that she has actually relinquished is the New Japan Pro Wrestling Women's Strong title, which she dropped in a triple threat match with Mina Shirakawa and to the winner of the match, AZL. Now, since then, aside from her TBS title, the only title that she defends with any consistency is the CMLL women's title. It's a Mexican promotion, which also makes me wonder this: why Mercedes is going to these very little promotions when AEW has apparently a very good working relationship with another well-established promotion internationally. Why has she not collected any belts from the women of Stardom?
Good question.
Now, at some point, she's going to have to start dropping titles or at least vacating titles before she goes after the AEW Women's World Championship, which, by the way, she is challenging Chris Statlander for that very title at the upcoming Full Gear pay-per-view, which to all of you Mercedes Mone stands out there, I gotta say,
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
and we'll discuss that and why later tonight on Wednesday Night is Overbooked, so stay tuned for that. Now, for those who might think that I am just shitting on Mercedes because she's in AEW, no, I have never been a fan of hers, even when she was with the WWE as Sasha Banks. I never found her character very engaging, and matter of fact, I found her character rather insufferable, and I was never been impressed with her in ring work. So when collecting her now 12th title, when she made the claim that she is now the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, putting herself over Bret Hart, I just thought to myself, wow, this is just typical heel cringe heat standard from Mercedes Mone. Ick. But as I say, this is just my opinion. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And be sure to tune in tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on this channel, where we'll be discussing some of this and a whole lot more. Me and the guys on Wednesday night is overbooked. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate it. And I'll see you folks all very soon. Hope you're having a great week. Have a wonderful rest of the week ahead of you. Always have fun. Keep talking. Keep smiling. Until next time.
I'd say you better